Hey, hello everybody. Hive, you're muted. There we go. You're still muted, Hive.
I thought you said you were muted. I was like, no, I think you might be wrong about that. You were, or I was wrong about you being right. Whatever. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brick
What's
World.
up?
What is going on? Just so everybody knows, Brickbabe may not be here. I'm not really sure. I don't know why I just hit that button by accident. I keep hitting buttons. She told me last night that she'd be on some medication that made her like extremely sleepy. So she said she's going to try and set like a bunch of alarms to wake her up. But, so if she doesn't show up, just that's what's going on. But yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Brick World is another wonderful Sunday. It's another wonderful Good Morning Brick World.
It is.
Getting to spend time with all of you. Drew, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm all right. It's been a hectic week. I went back to work.
Oh, nice. How was that?
It's not nice at all, man. Well, my job's already difficult,
Sure.
and I'm getting older, so that makes it a little more difficult, and it's pretty labor intensive a lot of times, so that makes it more difficult. And the weather just wanted to be like, I don't know, 100 degrees or whatever, most of the week. So, it's been pretty rough. I think I'm getting ready to go through some life changes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of us strive for a good work-life balance, and some of us are very fortunate enough to get it. Whether you worked really hard for it or you just it just came to you. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's going to look at opportunity in the face and be like, "Nah, I'm good." But a lot of us struggle with it. For whatever different reasons, but that's I was doing good, then I struggled with it for a long time, and then I was doing good for a while, and now it's just difficult again. So I don't know, but that's just me stuff. But yes, it has been a wonderful 4th of July weekend.
Yes, it was.
I wish I had some more patriotic noises I can do, but now that's about as good as it's gonna get.
All I hear is bald eagle screams.
I did play the Team America theme song a couple times this weekend. That always gets me pumped. But and for those across the pond, you can also celebrate our independence from you. If this was a full stream, I'd show you guys one flexed muscle, but I'm just kidding. I love all you guys.
That's funny. I like that.
But it is 4th of July weekend. And I've always had mixed emotions about this, but just like a lot of people, I love fireworks. But growing up, I've learned that a lot of our veterans, have a hard time dealing with that kind of stuff, depending on what kind of things that they have dealt with. And also, my dog has had a really rough time this weekend, dude. Like very rough. Like I got her one of those. Well, I didn't get it for her. Mrs. Hive got her one of those comfort,
the
jacket
heavy
things. Yeah. And of course, she stayed pretty much under the desk, by my side the whole time. But dude, like sometimes she'd bark at the fireworks, but most of the time, man, she'd just be like trembling, just whining and scared because she don't know what's going on, man. So I'm not trying to bring anybody down, because I enjoy the fireworks as well. I just, I want to make sure everybody is at least aware that there are some people and, and like animals and stuff that really have a hard time with it. Yeah. And a good replacement, in my opinion, for fireworks are drones. Now, obviously, not every county can afford drones or not. But man, I'm telling you what, dude.
Those are pretty cool.
I've seen some really rad stuff done with drones, man. The latest one I saw, because I've seen like awesome Star Wars stuff and this and that. The latest one I saw was one of the Chinese dragons. I didn't even look to see where it was at, but it was insanely huge and detailed.
Oh, and really?
It was like moving around like a snake in the air, dude. It was crazy. The technology with these drones is incredible, man. The way they can synchronize all that stuff.
Oh, it's extremely beautiful.
So, anyways, but I hope everybody is enjoying their fourth and the fourth weekend. So. Before we get too much into stuff, let's go ahead and I'll let you guys know what the topic is today. The topic for today is Lego Community Etiquette. This is something I kind of wanted to touch on for a while. Just not an easy, tangible subject to really talk about. And if it is something to talk about, I don't feel like it's going to be something we can really. I didn't know if we could stretch it into a long conversation.
Sure.
But I definitely wanted to at least try and at least bring it up. And so some people might out there be wondering, like, maybe what is etiquette? Well, the dictionary version of etiquette, or the dictionary or the definition of etiquette, is the customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. The rules of etiquette are changing. Similar things are protocol, polite behavior, good manners, acceptable behavior. So I did put a poll up for everybody, and it's asking, do you think the Lego community has good etiquette manners? So it looks like we got 19 votes currently. 53% say yes, 47% say no.
Interesting.
Yeah, very
almost split.
I know. And as always, I want everybody to remember, it's obvious, but just in case you don't know. The polls are anonymous, so you don't have to worry about anybody being like,
I know who voted what. I know.
So vote how you want, but vote honestly, please.
Yeah.
We put these polls up to try and get as accurate information as we can about like how you guys feel about stuff. And when I say try and be honest, I mean also like don't let just one personal experience like sway the vote.
Yeah.
Because we've all probably run into somebody that's butthead. Shoot, I can even be like that a lot. But I'm talking about overall, just the overall etiquette of the Lego community. Do you think it's inviting? Do you think it's comforting? Do you think it's nice, safe? But we'll get into more detailed stuff about that because there are a few things that I did want to go over about that. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. I was just writing some down real quick. But yeah, definitely a topic I've been wanting to talk about. All right. Before we get into the good mornings, highs, hellos, and how are yous, let's go ahead and talk about what's on the bulletin board today. So, as always, want to say hello and thank you to #ReplayGang.
Replay gang strong.
The Replay Gang is strong. We appreciate you very much. As I say every single week, you guys never stop amazing me on the replays that I get on Good Morning Brick World. So I appreciate all of you very much. Thank you. Please support the hosts. Their description or links to their the links to their Instagrams and YouTubes are in the description below. Please go down there and support them. Really appreciate that. If you would like to support the channel, you can do many things. You can sub to it. You can like it. You can do like monetary thing. You can smack the like button. You can become a member. There's different perks. You can do super chats. We got like a billion different different super chat clips and stuff like that. Talk about it amongst your friends. Think about it before you go to bed at night. I don't know. There's different things you can do to support the channel. We always appreciate it. If you'd like your sigfig to be in the intro to Good Morning Brick World or any of the other videos that I make that have sigfigs in them, sometimes it's city videos, sometimes it's stop motion. It just depends on what it is. You can send those to my P.O. box. It is in the description below. And I say this every week. The sigfigs are getting full, so it's going to be harder and harder to try and compress them all into one video. But I will start rotating, so everybody gets a chance to be in one. What else we got going on? Brick Fair is coming up. So you guys, if you're, somebody sent me a message last week letting me know the details about it, and I forgot. But yeah, the deadlines for stuff is definitely going to be coming up soon if it hasn't already. I'm sure you can probably get tickets to go on the public days right up to the day until. But if you're going to display, get a badge, any of that stuff, I would really get on top of that if it's not already too
very quickly.
Yes. Today, we are going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a subscriber giveaway. Nothing crazy, nothing special. But you can win a poly bag. The winner can choose between either one of these two poly bags.
Nice.
Yeah, I grabbed them at Kohl's. So I think the Ninjago one's new too. So
yeah,
just in case you wanted to get a little closer look. I thought that dude was holding it. I thought he was holding an axe at first, but it's not an axe. What were you gonna say, Drew?
Oh, I forgot that poly bag with the gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Lego.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and you can use your VIP points for it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
And there's a lot of poly bags on there. You can actually use your VIP points. It's like 500 VIP points you can use to get that like most poly bags.
That sounds about right. Because isn't $505?
I feel like, or I feel like 1,000 is $5. I thought I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure.
But because I just ordered a whole bunch of those wolf pack nights.
Oh,
and so
yeah. I heard that. Yeah, all the night stuff was back on there too, as well as some goats. Hey, anybody? And I'm not gonna see it for probably a few minutes till we get through the chat. But how much is that goat?
$5.
$5 for that goat.
A little bit over $5 for US. It's 492. 4.492 pounds, whatever that is. I don't know how to say their currency correctly.
$5 for that goat.
Yeah.
Really?
It's ridiculous. Hey, I called it too. I knew it was gonna be $5.
Well, guess who's not getting some goats then? I mean, don't get me wrong, I might get one, maybe, but I thought it'd be like $2 or $3, man.
No.
Like, that doesn't seem justified, man. $5 doesn't seem justified for that goat.
It's not. Well, I guess you have to spend $230 just to get it once in a set.
I don't know. If I didn't have so many tabs open, I'd go on and look and see how much the pig is, because I feel like the pig isn't $5.
Well, I'll tell you. Give me 1 second.
All right. While you're doing that, let me get through the bulletin board and then we'll get to the chat. Okay. The last thing I just wanted to say on the bulletin board was it is a happy 1-year anniversary for Brick Babe on Good Morning Brick World. So, Brick Babe, when you go back and rewatch this later, happy anniversary. Awesomeness. Yeah. So I think that's all we got. Let's check on the poll real quick. Let's see. It's 50. Oh, it was just 50-50 split. Now it's 48% say yes, 52% say no. Oh, man. Look, and this is a legit question, and it's not out of the realm for people to say no. Maybe not in a heavy, bad way, but look, there's definitely some mixed vibes in the Lego community nowadays. I'll tell you that. Definitely some mixed vibes. All right. Let's get into the good mornings. Did you find that yet?
I'm currently searching.
Oh, what on the pieces? The pick. I always forget what that was.
The pig is $1.92.
$1.92 for the pig. So why is the goat? You know why the goat's $5? I can almost promise you why that goat is $5. Because they know it's sought after.
They actually removed the goat.
Why? What? Why did they remove the goat? Dude, they probably just started hearing me complain about it. And they're like, dude, just get it out of there, man. Just shut Hive up.
Let me do some more digging to make sure they actually did it. Because I'm under animals and creatures, and I know, but
the pig is still
the pig's still
$2.
Yeah. All the Duplo goats, the lowest one is $3.59. And the highest one is $7.
But even a small Duplo goat would be bigger than the regular goat, right?
Yeah.
And it's cheaper?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, you guys, come on, man. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think Lego's doing that because the goat is just much more expensive, or because they know everybody's been clamoring about goats forever? They're like, man, those crazy AFOLs, they want to make a goat army, I bet, man. Let's $5. I bet one of the executives was like, well, could we just go 6 if you want? And I'm like, nah, $5 is good, man. They're going to look at the pig and just be like, what the heck? All right. So anyways, Sidious, what's up, Sue? How you doing? Wait a second, real quick. I know Drew's got his hands full right now.
What?
Oh, I was just saying, I know you got your hands full. Give me a minute. Ever since you did that, like, anyways, Order 66, Will, what's going on, man? Good morning, Brick World, to you as well. What's 488? What's going on, brothers? Let's go, Brick World.
What's up?
Let's get past that guy. See here, Smokey. What's going on, Smokey? How you doing? Cajun Fall. What's going on? Says good morning, all you wonderful people. Have a great Sunday. Yes, good morning to all you wonderful people.
Hey.
Bricklock. What is going on, my
up?
friend? Mr. Lincoln in the house. Mayo. Says 72-hour stream. Did that start?
That's wow. That's a lot of streaming.
I couldn't remember if it was next Friday or next week when it started, or was this Friday, but I don't know. I can't keep track of anything anymore, man. Especially since I started work, man, my brain has just been just cracked open. Lonely One Kenobi. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning to you, Kenobi. Thank you for being here. Fall Equinox in the house. What is going on? Good morning to you. Scott's Blocks. What is going on, Scott? How you doing?
What's
up? Candidate? What is up, alternate candidate? Mayo says, started on time. No technical difficulties. Hooray. Well, actually, I kind of did have some technical difficulties, but I fixed them before the stream started. So.
Fixed them.
Well, except for muting myself. Christine Harper, good morning to you. What's going on? Southern Brick Guy, what's up, my friend? How are you?
Yo.
Good morning, Brick Road. Hope everyone had a good 4th. Right on, right
Amazing.
on. Chef T in the house. Good morning, my friend. Two Humble Bricks. What's going on, Carrie? How are you doing? Good morning. Goblin Zero says, good morning, Brick Road. Good morning to you as well. Pink Wheels. Good morning, Pink Wheels. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Jesse's Brick Galaxy in the house. Good morning. Says, let's roll out.
Yo.
That's what Prime says. Let's see here. I'm recovering from Lego Community Etiquette. Joel's, what's up? How you doing? Yo. See here. Scott's Block says no typical. Yes. Brent's Bricks in the house. What's up, man?
Dude?
Oh yeah.
Yo, I think I might have some breaking news.
Oh.
So first off, there's no goat. Second off, they removed the Wolfpack torso.
If it was sold out, they would say sold out, probably, right?
It's not even on there.
But I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if they sold out of them, they would probably say sold out. They wouldn't just remove it, probably, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're like not even on here.
I know, but if they're not on there, do we know if it's just because they removed it because they wanted to remove it, or because they sold out of them?
I'm not sure.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I was asking. If they sold out, do they leave it on there and it just says sold out? Or they
now I get your question.
Right. I was a mute mine this morning. I know a lot of people probably wish that. Just answered your community post, Joel. Oh, Stephanie, good morning to you. How are you doing today? Andre, what's up, Andre? How you doing, my friend? Good morning to you. Let's see here. Where are we at? I'm almost 44 Hive. Life changes are inevitable. Yeah. The problem is, I think a lot of us, we're just locked into a spot where we don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Because you have bills to pay, or you got a family to take care of, or whatever. And you're just like, okay, yeah, sure, I can quit my job. It's like, but then what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of us, even like trying to find another job, it's not easy sometimes. You know what I mean? You can't just go get another job. You got to go through a whole process of like applying. Then you got to go interview process. And they get hired. And then even then, you don't know what it's gonna be like. It might even be worse than the last job you had. So there's a lot of stuff to it. And yeah, you just got to try and figure it out. I'm just fortunate enough that my kid is an adult, so I don't have a little kid to take care of anymore. And Mrs. Hive makes way more money than I do. So yeah. Anyways, I'm 23 Hive. Life changes are inevitable. Yeah, you got a ways to go, Mayo. You got a little ways to go, Mayo.
All right, I figured out that answer. They did sell out, and now everyone's just waiting for them to repost them.
So they sold out. Okay, all right. I guess it makes sense. You know what I mean? But it says, "Hi, at least you're going back to work after only a few months. The longer you're out, the harder it is going back. Still trying to find my daily rhythm." Yeah, I mean, even when I'm working and I like my job, I still put my resume out. You know what I mean? I like to just know, you know what I mean? If like there's some better job out there that wants me to work for them or something like that. And I can't tell you how many times I apply at jobs that are easier just because I'm like, yeah, I'll take less money. It's all right, man. If it's an easier job, you know? Yeah. And they just constantly send me back saying like, and I know this is going to sound like I'm being egotistical, but it's just the truth. Like I'm just overqualified for a lot of them. And they just won't even touch me because they figure I'm going to cost too much money. Yeah. And I'm like, wait, no, I'll work for less money, man. Anyways, it's pretty crazy though. But yeah, you're right, Wayne. That does happen, man. It's harder to go back after you're out for a long time. See, where are we at? See, the Thunder Jackets actually work for dogs. My bulldog gets the same. My parents' huge German Shepherd needs one too. Yeah, I didn't understand what they did, but apparently they comfort them and make them feel a lot better. So, and dude, who doesn't want a doggy to feel better, man? I mean, I love cats and stuff too, you know, but dogs, look, I get if you don't like dogs, but I'm telling you, dogs will be your best friend, man. They will protect you. They will defend you. All they want is just some love and attention, some friendship, man. The dogs don't ask for anything except for that. It's crazy, man. The poll should have a 50-50 option. I didn't think about that. I guess if you can't go one side or the other, I guess just don't answer. Andre says I take Prince outside and sit with him and watch the fireworks. He's a lot calmer watching it by my side. And some dogs actually are cool with it. It's weird. My dog's a little bit, you know, kind of anyways. But I know it does bother a lot of dogs. Some people I've heard also, I don't know if it's Benadryl they give them, but something to make them more sleepy. So they kind of, I found out something that did help a little bit is I just cranked up my music last night. And at least it drowned out the noise for her. So that helped a lot. EMS Bricks, also known as Renee. Good morning to you. Smokey says, I don't know what manners there should be surrounding the brick community. And look, and if you're not sure, you know, you don't have to answer, or you can wait to maybe answer the poll until we talk about it a little bit later, because some stuff is a little more subjective. You know, it's kind of like if somebody says something, one person might think it's offensive, the other person might not. You know what I mean? So some stuff is a little more subjective, but there are, I think, some clear-cut kind of rules, some unwritten rules in the Lego community that you really just shouldn't do. And it doesn't mean it's necessarily right or wrong. And again, everybody kind of has a preferential taste or whatever. But we'll get into it. I can tell you one thing. Probably an easy one is if you just go into somebody's chat and just start calling everybody names, you know what I mean, or whatever. That's probably going to be like a big red flag right there. See here. Roxy, what's going on? Good to see you. I know who you are. So speaking of which, Roxy, so occasionally you can still see your sigfig around the city, but obviously things have changed. So I don't really announce it because I don't want to do the name or anything wrong. So, but yes, it's good to see you, Roxy. Every community has a few bad apples. Unfortunately, for the most part, it's all positive, friendly people, even though we sarcastically bust chops sometimes. Yeah, but I can tell you, well, no, I don't want to get into it. Like I said, we'll wait till the second hour. We'll wait till the second hour. But like I said, this is an interesting subject, believe me, because again, a lot of stuff is subjective. So it's hard to say like what I think might be like bad etiquette. Sidious might be like, dude, that's not a big deal. Like, what do you know? So some stuff we won't agree on necessarily. Some stuff I think all of us will pretty much agree. Like, yeah, that's probably not cool. That's not right. But yeah. Rapture Raccoon, what's going on? Good morning. Can you put the option some on the poll? Well, I mean, and the poll wasn't really to be too specific necessarily. I think it was just a general overview. Like, you know, if you think it's more than 50%, then probably, yeah, it's more on the bad side. You know what I mean? If you think it's really 50-50, then, you know, I guess just put good. I don't know. It's funny that the guy running this poll is respectfully and happy on Sundays and nasty on Friday. Well, yep. I feel like the difference would be is, you know, because look, I'm not going to be hypocritical about it. Yes, clearly I have a very dirty mouth on Friday nights. But I put lots of disclaimers up. So everybody knows what they're walking into. Mm-hmm. I make sure it's on, well, at least in America, it's on at midnight, you know, my time, you know what I mean? So it's on later. And I don't talk specifically about anybody unless I feel like they specifically did something that needs to be talked about. You know what I mean? So yes, if somebody wants to debate me on maybe some bad etiquette on a stream called Pure Rant Fury, and I know you're joking, Wayne, but I'm just saying if anybody else out there wants to try and, because I thought this might come up. So yes, we can get into that discussion, but I'm talking about like the Lego community in general, you know, out there everywhere. And not even just on YouTube, but like on Instagram, wherever, the Lego community, anywhere it's at. But yeah, I thought it was funny too. Let's see here. Good morning, Brick. Hey, Lady Brick in the house. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Alternate says nice polybag prize option sticks for appreciation in the community. Small things that can mean a lot to us. Yeah, I know. Well, look, all you guys mean a lot to me. I know I say it all the time, so you guys are probably sick of hearing it. But look, the reason I say it all the time is because I just never, ever want you guys to think I take you guys for granted. Okay. Whether it's just the subs, the chat, the engagement, the likes, the monetary, the members, like anything, man. Anything you guys do that gives me time, anything. I'm never going to underappreciate that. So, yeah, sorry if I get repetitive about it sometimes. Camel City Brick House, what's going on? Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Roxas is $5. Oh wait, you guys talk about that. Never mind. Talking about the VIP points. $1.92 for the pig. I know, man. What's going on with that goat, right? Yeah, I know about. Yeah, Sands is probably a horrible example as well. But I don't know. You know, Sands don't ever really talk to me anymore. I don't have nothing to do with him, so I couldn't tell you. I don't know even what's going on in Sands' world or life right now. Let's see here. Zizu, what's going on? The goat is there, just out of stock. So yeah. See, look now, I'm catching up here in the chat. Everybody talking about it. Problem is that Brick World, there is 1,800 some people. Even if 1% of people there are jerks, there will still be jerks, right? And that's the problem sometimes when percentages get people thrown off, you know, because if you say 1%, it doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not. If you're talking about like 100 people, even at 1,800 people, it's definitely more than a few, but it's not a ton. But if you're talking about thousands, you know, hundreds of thousands, get into millions, yeah, then it's a bigger number. Shy, what's up, man? How you doing? Shy? Good morning. How are you doing, my friend? That goat was up earlier and was removed due to incorrect pricing.
Yep. It used to be 59 cents.
Dude, is Shy going to make me think if this is part of like he's got land knowledge or something? Or is this just general knowledge that any of us should know? But if this is land knowledge, Shy, keep this up, man. And you might start changing my perception on some land members, dude. Look at land members coming in here and giving us correct information on stuff. I love you. I love you. So everyone who ordered it first with the original price got refunded. Dude, where's mine? I was gonna look for the applause, but the applause on this box thing isn't very good. So, anyways, that's awesome. That's awesome, and good on Lego for doing that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Drew, search. Oh wait, you probably already saw that. Search go 10. Be patient. The go price will go down. Lego just trying to prevent them all from being bought up at once. Well, that's a good way to do it, I guess. Maybe.
It's one way.
Probably not. I don't know. I mean, whoever said people that buy Lego are rational? You know what I mean? Like,
we're supposed to be?
I don't know, man. Goat missing because you disturbed the hive. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Goat might be sold out right now. Yep. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of repeating some stuff here. Lego is not going to miss a good money grab. Yeah, that's true, right? That's true. All right, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just going through the chat now so we can get through some stuff. There's this really cool component to Western free market economy, supply and demand. You ain't kidding. And you know what? I'm so happy we have that, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some capitalism needs to be in check. You know what I mean? But the free market, mwah. I mean, if it wasn't for the free market, we wouldn't have Lego. I mean, It's possible we might, but it's probably slim. Not. And we most definitely would not have it the way we have it.
Nope.
It'd still be like wooden blocks, just over in Denmark.
Yep.
That's all it'd be, man. It would be like what we know now. Click and Clip in the house. Yo, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing? Let's see. It will say sold out. Yep. Wolfpack torso goat will be coming back online. Excellent. Bricklink in the house. Oh, fake community in the house. Oh gosh, yeah. There you go. So let's see here. What's it about saying? Wolfpack. Yep. The wolves went fast. I figured they probably would, man. I feel like right under Star Wars army building is Castle army building.
Yeah.
And even then, I feel like they could maybe fluctuate back and forth between like first and second. Because, man, them Castle boys, they don't mess around, dude.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. The Zelda set is supposedly sold on pre-order 3 times, but they keep putting it back up. They always bring stuff back as they produce it in the manufacturing waves. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. Has that Zelda set been really selling out like constantly?
I have no idea.
Because if it has, that was the bet that I made with BFAB a long time ago about the BTS set. Was I was like, okay, look, I know it's going to sell out initially the first time. You know what I mean? I was like, but is it going to constantly keep selling out? And it didn't. It didn't sell out ever again. But this is what I'm talking about. Like if the Lego set, yeah, I mean, the Zelda set is selling out constantly. See, Scott says dogs are great, but a cat never told the cops where my stash is at. Well, trust me, even if your cat didn't, your cat thought about it. Trust me. Your cat contemplated selling you out, Scott. So just remember that. See here. Yeah, white noise helps like a fan helps dogs with thunder. Yeah, definitely. You guys got the funniest comments out there. Oh, you give them Benadryl? Right on. Yeah. I guess you just got to make sure that they're not allergic to it, because my dog is allergic to like so many things, dude. It is insane how much stuff my dog is allergic to. Oh goodness gracious. Where are we at? Hive has to vent out his anger, so he is well mannered. Oh, right. Well, gosh, I try. I try to, sorry a second, man. Give me 1 second. I try to be polite when I can, but sometimes my feelings get the best of me. So, all right, looks like we got to the bottom of the chat. Let me go ahead. Get this ready here. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, definitely a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of stuff been happening. I'm curious how many people will be at Brick Fair, Virginia. I'm still working on trying to get down there. But there's just a lot of things that just aren't really kind of going my way at the moment. Money is one of them. Life changes also means, money. You gotta like divert your funds to a different way. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, good stuff. Let's go ahead and get into some hashtags and celebrations.
Yeah.
Get some of that stuff out of the way. So we'll do celebrations first. They're pretty short this week.
Yeah.
Where Khan has been. I missed that puppet. Khan's gone. Khan is gone, Roxy. Which, I guess a good discussion we can have when it comes to the community etiquette, right?
Yeah.
But that's more of a complicated subject. But yeah, Roxy. So, I mean, look, I'll kind of give you the shorthand version, just because I know you Doc, and, obviously it's your friends. Like he's never coming back. I couldn't tell you. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. So he just wasn't happy with the community. He thought people were being, I guess, disrespectful and mean and stuff like that. You know, part of it was he mentioned just his channel wasn't growing, and I don't know. And yeah, I guess he got enough of it, even though he liked to make fun of people too. So I don't know. I tried to talk to him about it. He flipped out. He left. Said, "See you." I haven't heard from him since. We tried for a little while to see if he would just kind of come back, if he just needed some time to breathe, or to get, let whatever. And he wouldn't answer us. So we waited longer, and then I waited a certain amount of time. And then I texted him because I got his phone number, and he was like, he couldn't remember who it was. I told him who I was. And he's never answered back. So I don't know, Roxy. I got mixed emotions about it because it's like, look, even if I feel like I'm right, about our discussion, I was willing just to say, fuck, I don't care. I'd rather have my friend. And I thought we were friends, but I guess not. It's like, because it's like, obviously he didn't want to talk about it, but it's like he commented on a video that he was upset about, and they wanted me to make sure he was okay. So I'm trying to figure it out, and he blows up, and that's it. That's the last I ever hear about him. So I'm just like, okay, well, you know what? I mean, I don't get it, man. That's not how friends, act. So I don't know. I don't really have I have mixed emotions about it, because on one hand, I'm like so upset about it that like I'm just like whatever, and then on the other hand, I'm like I miss my friend and I want him back. So I'm torn about it, but clearly he doesn't want nothing to do with me or anybody else in the community, as far as I know, because anybody I've talked to that knows him says they haven't talked to him, haven't heard from him. So whatever. But it is kind of ironic you brought that up on the day we're going to talk about etiquette. But yeah, it's a little more complex than that. There's a little more stuff to it, but in a nutshell, that's kind of like what happened. And like I said, I haven't heard any, and even people that he thought was being, I guess, mean or something. I mean, like, dude, you have tons of friends here and tons of fans. You know what I mean? People that do love you and care about you. Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? But whatever. So let's see here. Where were we at? I see that sucked to hear. So many of the folk I missed have completely gone from the old days. Yeah, there's tons of people that are gone, man. Or just kind of went their own way and don't even have nothing to do with anybody anymore. So
yeah,
look, it's not about being salty or anything either. It's just acknowledgement, man. You know what I mean? Like, some people used to hang out, they're gone, disappeared, don't hang out anymore. Now, whether it's because of other people, whether it's because of me, whether it's because they just got their own thing going, I don't know, whatever. But I don't know. And look, and I've mentioned this before. Like when it comes to me, not anybody else, I can be difficult sometimes. You know what I mean? So I get it. I just wish some people would be a little more honest about, like, hey, I know we're friends, but I just, I can't hang out anymore, or whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Really weird. Just people's communication sucks. So like that's all I'll say about that. Anyways, let's see here. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Titanium Jay in the house. All right, so we did the celebrations. I'll get into the hashtags in a few. Let's go ahead and do the news because there was a few things I wanted to talk about in the news. Before I get into some of the more specific news stuff we're going to get into, I just wanted to let everybody know that Lego theft is still on the rise. I just saw another news article, like a major news network have another I didn't recognize him. He was there talking about all these different bricks and mini stores and the money that was stolen recently and this and that. I kept on to pull my hair out because the news lady kept saying Legos. Like, just kept saying it, man. Look, it's like I try not to be that person, but I'm like, oh my gosh, man, like she kept saying it, dude, over and over again. So anyways, that was something I wanted to bring up because, guys, look, I know I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. If you have expensive Lego, if you have a big collection, be careful how you flaunt it, okay? Because it isn't just stores like we've known in the past, and even in the recent past, even just AFOLs themselves have their homes and what have been robbed. Look, I'm telling you, man, when these thieves see that they can just spend 1 minute, literally, this news article I saw, they showed the whole thing on film, man. 1 minute, dude, just over a minute, went in, had a trash bag, just scooped up all the minifigs. Yep. And the store owner said that, yeah, they got about $10,000 worth of minifigs, dude.
Jeez.
In 1 minute. Dude, that's way easier, faster, and safer than trying to rob a jewelry store or a gas station. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You rob a gas station, that's armed robbery, and you might get $100. You break into a minifig store, you don't have a weapon, and you can get $10,000. I'm telling you guys, man, this stuff is not going to slow down. And I don't even know. It's not even anybody's fault. You know what I mean? It's just Lego is going up in price and it's becoming more and more valuable. And now people are noticing it. And it's like a snowball. The more people that notice it, man, you know what I mean? So it's just something I really wanted to bring up again. And I'm probably going to keep bringing it up as it gets worse, because I think that just we all need to be aware of it and try and help each other out, watch each other's back. I mean, obviously, don't stop robbers, you know what I mean? But call the police, keep a lookout. If you see something suspicious, you know, take notice of it. If you see somebody selling a bunch of stuff, you know, and something seems odd, or they don't know what they're talking about, like they don't know anything about Lego or whatever, I'm not saying they definitely stole this stuff, but just take notice of it. You know what I mean? We can be the crime McGruff dog. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Rapture says, I don't have any feelings, so they can't be hurt. Oh, goodness. Shy says, but we got so many cool people since. Yes, that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. We have a lot of very cool people in the community. No doubt about that. It was another BAM in California. Dude, most of them have been in California. In the South, Texas, I know is another big state that's been hit. Yep. I know Lego stores all over California have been hit, and in New York. Yep. I can tell you this, and this isn't anything I'm trying, this is not a political thing, but I can tell you any state that has lax crime, you know, punishments and stuff like that is going to be where it's worse. Like I know in New York, if you steal under $10,000, no, I'm sorry, under $1,000, I think it's 1,000. I keep wanting to say 10, but I'm pretty sure it's just 1,000. Yeah. If it's under 1,000, then they don't go to jail. If they get caught, they just get like basically a ticket. You know what I mean? So those are the places where it's going to be worse. And it's not even just like the Lego store. There's a lot of businesses, man, that are closing down. It's pretty bad. So anyways, it's just something that, like I said, to be aware of, because it doesn't seem to be slowing down. If anything, it just seems to be speeding up.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's like 900 in New York City. Yeah. Mail says BFAT had a car stranded on the interstate during Brick World Chicago. What, this last one? Goodness gracious. BFAB is the Barefoot BAM store bandit. Dude, that was when BFAB was a kid, man. Like, come on. And BFAB was like pleaded innocent. I mean, not innocent. Just he's apologized for it like so many times and talked about how it was bad and stuff like that. And again, it was. I'm not gonna lie. I've never stolen Lego. I've stolen a few things in my time, you know. Yeah, nothing big. I'm not that great of a thief, but I've stolen a pack of cigarettes out of a store, you know, when I was younger and stuff. Anyways, what it is. Let's see here. Just kind of making sure I didn't miss any comments. Life is getting too expensive. Yeah, life is definitely getting expensive. Mayo says in California under 950, it's a misdemeanor because of Proposition 47, which killed downtown San Francisco. Yeah, San Francisco is pretty bad. I know LA's pretty bad. San Diego's getting bad. I'm not really sure about the rest of Cali. I haven't talked to my buddy that lives up in Northern California in a very long time. All right, so let me get the rest of the news here for y'all. We do have a few things to talk about.
Discuss.
It is disgusting. All right. Let's go over here with some Brick Clicker. So, I ain't gonna lie. This thing's pretty hot. I like it. And Yeah, I feel like it's a mixed bag. Like either you're gonna like it or you're not. I don't
Well,
know.
but I think it's also because I'm not really an Avengers fan that I'm just like, eh.
Well, imagine if this wasn't Avengers. Imagine if there's just some helicarrier design that somebody mocked up. Would that sway your view on it?
I don't know. I mean, it's just, is that printed tile or is that sticker?
Well, if I know Lego. Does anybody in the chat? No, I can't see the chat, but Drew can. Does anybody in the, no, that's stickers, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's stickers. I heard that these there was some new element around the fans. I don't know what it is.
Around the fans.
I don't know if it's underneath the fan or because none of this looks new. But I remember hearing somebody saying something to do with the fans had some new molded piece or something, but they could have just not known what they were talking about.
Sure. See, like my thing is like to answer your question, I guess I'm just not a fan of micro scale builds.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Now that I'm looking at the size of it in this dude's hand, yeah, that's not worth $60. I'm sorry. Like, dude, the Star Wars ships are hard for me to justify being worth like $60 or whatever. You know, the newer ones. This one's even thinner. That's
rough.
Yeah, weak. I mean, I do like it. I just like it for $30.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got going on here? This boat. I meant to talk about this boat on Pure Rant Fury. So what I was going to say on that stream, I'm not going to say on this stream. But what I will say on this stream is, if you like this boat, that's cool. I think it's ugly as sin, dude. Dude, even the stand. Look at that stand, dude.
Oh
How
my
can
gosh.
anybody like that stand? I mean, look, the flaps are cool. All right, I'll give them that. The flaps are cool. Even
I don't know.
I wish that was an American flag up there, but that's just because it's a biased opinion. Go America.
America.
F yeah. Coming again to save the mother effing day. All right. Anyways, so like I said, man, if you're down with that, that's great. That's great. We got some Jaws action going on. So
I think the shark looks ugly.
So I'm really down with that shark.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, but there is something I want to talk about in a second that I didn't really notice. Well, I noticed, but it didn't really sink in at first.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say the boat is beautiful. I love it.
Yes.
I do like the shark. I like the minifigs. I think that the way this is displayed here, I get it. I get what it's supposed to do. I just think it looks dumb. I love the shark on the stand like this. So if I bought this, it would just go in the ocean right here in my ocean in the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I did want to say about the shark. Okay. I don't understand because I feel like this could have been fixed easily. Why are the gills facing that way? Why couldn't they made the head a little bit bigger, had the gills facing the other way, and then the body get a little smaller going down instead of like this?
Because why would they do anything right?
I'm just saying, I really love the way they did the gills. I was just like, it doesn't look right now that I'm looking at it. It's backwards.
Yep.
That's not how gills work. You're teaching kids the wrong thing about animals, Lego. Come on, Lego.
Fail.
Like you're okay to make a butthole on a tiger, but you can't make these gills right. And I love this shark. Look at those beady eyes, man.
Yeah.
That's the eyes of somebody that cares about you before it bites you in half. All right. So
friends, not food.
I'm looking forward to the winter hot air balloon ride.
Oh, that's cool.
I hope, unless it sucks.
It's probably gonna suck, but
yeah, it's probably gonna be dollhouse style. They're gonna make a dollhouse style hot air balloon. All right. So what else we got going on here?
That was funny.
We got this Lego Speed Champions McLaren. I think we already know about this though.
Oh, the little itty bitty version, micro scale.
But it should be in stores.
Spend $175 and you get this.
Dude, is it $175?
I don't know. I'm just salty at this.
Oh wait, it's a building event. Oh, okay. Right on. Well, that's nice. Look, even on the tiny Speed Champions, you still got to put stickers on, dude. They're like F your printed parts, dude. Let's see here. What is this? Lucky Bricks. Lucky Bricks, Lego August novelties with discount plus Star Wars gift purchase from 250 euros.
Huh.
Okay, well, I guess that's where
Cool.
you're at. There you go, everybody. Whoopee. Who cares about it? All right, Super Mario Piranha Plant on sale on Amazon. 10% off, which saves you $6.
Wow.
And we got Lego Ideas Avatar, The Last Airbender, achieves 10,000 supporters. Dude, I feel like there's been a handful of these that have achieved 10,000 supporters. Am I wrong about that?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure.
As cool as that would be to have happen, I just got those for free for a video that I'm about to do. I really hope that's like another year away.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I would love to have. Isn't that creature's name Appa?
Yeah.
Appa. Yeah, I would love to have. Like, I don't even think figures are great, whatever, but I would just love to have an Appa. That'd be great.
So it's $175, I bet you.
Lego Summer Sandcastle Make and Take event, July 7th, which is today.
Yep.
So if you go to the Lego store today, let's see, this coming Sunday, Lego brand stores will be having a make an event for Lego Summer Sandcastle. The event will be taking place from 12 to 2, so right after the show. And there will be limited quantities available. It is on a first come, first served basis. Get there early if you want to participate. Look, guys, don't kill yourself going to the store to get this thing. I mean, the only thing great about this, in my opinion, is the seagull.
Yep.
Because, dude, I mean, these are real easy parts to get. I mean, I see a little crab back there, but you can get a crab a dime a dozen these days. Let's see here. Lego Star Wars UCS Razor Crest on sale. Amazon. What do we got here? 24% is now listed at $454.99, which saves you $145. Hold on a minute.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, that's a good deal, everybody. If you want to save $145 on the Razor Crest, now is the time to get it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this thing's retiring at the end of the year.
Probably.
I could be wrong, but I think it's retiring. What do we got here? Lego Ideas Blacksmith Wild West achieves 10,000 supporters.
Nice.
That's a pretty nice looking building, man.
It'll be Dollhouse.
Nope. Look at that. It's not Dollhouse.
But it will be.
All right. Oh, yeah. Lego probably make a Dollhouse. Doggone it, man. It's pretty nice. I like that. Excellent.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
What else we got going on?
I'd slap a dog on
it. All right. I guess that's it for the news today. Let me close out all this stuff here. Oh, doggone. I just closed the wrong one. Doggone it. Let's check on this poll. How's this poll doing? So we got 42 votes. Do you think the Lego community has good etiquette? It is literally 50-50 right now. Never mind. No just went up 51%.
Wow.
So it is 51% no, 49% yes. Yeah, you guys shocked me. Stud Lake, what's up? The boat could have been 20% bigger. Other than that, phenomenal. We're going to need a bigger boat. Oh, man. That's too funny. All right, just checking up on comments here. Brent says 56 watching, only 18 likes.
That needs to change, and that needs to change now.
Please, everybody, it's part of the health.
Kind of funny.
But we do appreciate you guys very much. But if you could, please hit that like button.
Slap that like button.
Please and thank you. Only one says, "Oh my God, that's so small." That's what she said. Let's see. The UCS helicarrier had printed runway lines.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Cal is turning into a wasteland. Dude, just some parts, man. I mean, California is still a very beautiful place to live, man. I think more probably, and look, I used to live in California. I don't live there anymore, so I don't know what it's like now. But I feel like probably the most difficult thing for anybody in California to deal with right now is probably just the prices of stuff, man.
Very much so.
Prices of gas, your mortgage. I've heard nightmare stories about how high the taxes are for
ridiculous
property taxes and all kinds of other stuff. And California did something that, or let me rephrase that. Maryland just did something that California did, and I'm not really happy about it. So the taxes that go into the Department of Transportation. I don't know if it's all, but it's heavily funded by the gas tax. Well, Maryland's one of the top states to have electric vehicles, you know, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. There's pros and cons to everything. You know what I mean? But because so many people are using electric vehicles and using less gas, guess what they're doing? They're raising
Giving you
taxes.
a gas tax.
Yeah, they're raising our taxes for like other things. And I'm like, God dang, man. Like, first of all, the reason I'm kind of messed up about it is like, look, people that are driving electric vehicles for the most part are doing it because they're trying to be good people, you know, and trying to do stuff for the environment and everything, which again, there's still problems with that a lot of people don't realize, but regardless, but now they're being punished for trying to be a good person, right? And then you got people that have nothing to do with it and they're getting punished. So even the people that want to do good and are trying to abide by the things that whatever they think is good, and the people that aren't even, so both people are getting screwed. And I'm just like, God dang, man. Like, dude, taxes in Maryland are already high enough. Like, what? Because I'm always complaining. I'm like, Maryland's got, but not the highest, obviously. California's probably got that top, but Maryland's definitely in one of the higher tax brackets in the states, right? And I'm looking around, I'm like, why do our roads look like crap? It's like, what the heck, man?
They got some good pocket liners up there.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Multigasm Geek, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing, my friend? Let's see here. I hate that I didn't get to see Brick World this year. Yeah. I feel like TJ started like a pandemic or something.
Patient zero.
I'm just playing with you, TJ.
Patient zero.
I was just like, I remember when we started hearing about some of this stuff, and I was like looking around. I was like, oh my God. Let's see here. Stephanie says, we may have issues in Cali, but I can still go surfing before breakfast and snowboarding before dinner. Yep. Yeah. I mean, California is such a big state. You know what I mean? Like, it's being in like Northern California is like being a completely different world. You know what I mean?
Very much so.
Yeah. I mean, look, every state has their problems. I don't want anybody to think like, oh, look at California. Like, well, let's look at our state. See what kind of problems we got over here, man. You know what I mean? Yep. And like, you know, like Stephanie was saying, they've got, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I've lived all over the state. I was born in Hawaii. I've lived in Key West. I've lived in northern Michigan. I've lived on both coasts. And California, without a doubt, hands down, had the best weather anywhere I've ever been, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Almost all year round. Now I've heard like in Northern California, yeah, it gets cold up there, like during the winter, or whatever. But yeah, dude, best weather ever. Anyways, they just raised the registration fee by up to 80%. Yeah, right. That's what I was talking about. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. Uh-oh. I think we lost Drew. Come back, Drew. Come back. Let's see here. Multigasm Geek says, morning, fellas. Just rolled out of bed, hitting that like button. Don't get me ranting about taxes. It's funny, though. Before we get on to the next subject, I will say real quick, like, it's funny because my kid's an adult now. You know what I mean? And gonna be 21 in October. But it's funny because the stuff that my kid complains about, I'm like, okay, yeah, like I get it, it's an issue. I was like, but one thing now hasn't grasped yet really is like stuff like paying taxes, stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like a lot of times, she'll be like, yeah, we should do this or whatever. And I'll be like, yeah, I agree. We should, you know what I mean? I was like, but then this is going to cost you more or whatever. And then she starts rethinking about a lot of stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's definitely interesting. Scott says, I'm living in a swamp, so California is a dream compared to me. All the leaves are brown.
The leaves are brown.
All the skies are gray. Like we're all be singing California Dreaming here soon.
All the leaves are brown.
I don't know, man. Everybody, that's why America's so great, in my opinion. One of the reasons is because unlike a lot of other countries, we have a very wide variety of like places to live. That's completely different, man. East Coast is completely different than West Coast. You know, North is completely different than the South. I mean, even in between, you got mountains. You know, you've got, you know, like Tornado, what is it, Tornado Valley or whatever it is, Tornado Alley. You know, then you live down, like, if you're living anywhere down south, like from Texas to Florida, man, you got hurricanes you got to deal with and stuff. So there's a lot. And then the same thing with like the dialect and lingo and slang. And like, cause I remember Greg saying one time about like, I can't remember his exact words, but he's kind of like poking fun at us because like we don't ever go to any other countries and stuff. And it's because, yeah, man, because it takes us 5 days to go to the other side of the United States, man. I mean, it's like we go on vacation in America. That's how big it is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
America. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm 19 and I understand taxes, but either way, a lot of stuff needs to be fixed. It does. Whether it will be, we'll. All right. So that was the news. We are getting ready to get in. Well, we're in the second hour, but let's go ahead.
Oh, there's the Brick Babe.
Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious.
Hello.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
What, you're embarrassed because you're not here on your 1 year anniversary? Is that why you're embarrassed? No, I'm just kidding. You're fine. I'm just playing with you. Look.
Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
It's not okay.
I remember I told everybody, you sent me a message, said you were going to take some medicine that was going to make you like heavily sleepy. And then I saw you send me some messages while I'm online, like while we're live. I'm sorry, I couldn't read them right away, but you sent a lot of messages.
I'm sorry. Guys, I'm so embarrassed. This is so embarrassing.
Oh, goodness.
Drew ending the stream that time. I have to humble myself now.
Yeah, you got pretty close.
Well, we're all here. We're all good. You know, all three of us are here. We got everyone out there is here. We're just fine. What
did I miss, guys?
Oh man, you missed all kinds of stuff. No, I'm just
everything.
You didn't miss it. It's just a bunch of me just blabbing my mouth. So we're gonna go ahead and do hashtag Lego Flex Friday. Always like that flex. Been some interesting ones lately too.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get some different ones, you know what I mean? But sometimes I feel like all I gotta do is just take a picture behind me and I'm there. That's the Lego flex. It's like
I was gonna do my stickers, but I'll do that next Friday.
There you go. All right, we're gonna do hashtag minifig mug Monday, another one that we really like. Everybody really does some awesome mug pictures. And yeah, these ones, by the way, it's if you want to take a picture, all you need is a minifig and a mug. It could be a minifig holding the mug. It'd be a minifig in front of a real mug. If you want to get really creative, you can put on like somebody's face and say, that's my mug. I mean, we'll laugh.
We had that once, remember?
We did. All right. Anyways, here we go. Minifig Mug Monday. Oh, right on.
That's it.
Is there an echo?
Just slightly.
Check 1, 2.
There we go.
Okay. Just making sure. All right, right on. Yes, good stuff. And I also saw Ultra Bricks out there. What's up, Ultra?
Hey.
City says I feel for Texas right now. They have a hurricane on the eastern shore. Yeah. For anybody that's over in Texas right now, man, stay safe, be careful. Yeah, because you got a whopper, I think, coming at you. I can't remember how big it is. I was calling my mom last night because she lives in Pensacola in a little trailer, no less. I know. So I was like, yeah, I always tell her, Mom, if there's a hurricane coming, get out of that damn trailer. I was like, and she lives like really close to the water too. But yeah, we'll see. She doesn't listen to me very much. Anyways, all right. Sorry, I was just checking on the comments real quick. Let's go ahead and get into the subject. One more thing. I forgot almost. We got WIP Wednesday. WIP Wednesday's coming up. Let's go ahead and knock that out. By the way, before I even show it, just in case you guys don't know, WIP Wednesdays is work in progress. It's always awesome to see mocks when they're finished, but we very much like to see mocks, in progress, just see how it's built, how it looks, your techniques, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And if it's just a continuous thing, it's really neat to see a mock grow and build, almost kind of before your eyes. So that's what that's all about. So if you have anything that you're building right now, a work in progress or something, send it to Drew on Instagram, at Drewbrickz. But if you tag either me, Lene, or the Good Morning Brick World, Instagram page, we can at least forward it to Drew. So anyways, here is that. Yeah, good stuff, man. Dude, that one that Noah is doing, god dang.
I know, it's huge. It's huge.
And I saw Rich announce, the new mock he's going to be working on as well. So yeah, looking forward to that as well. That'd be awesome. Super duper. Mark says, when are you going to drop a link? Wait, what link? What did I miss? Shoot. Sorry, I forget what link we're talking about. Congrats to Brick Babe on your show anniversary. Yes. Congrats. Moments of the magic. Good morning to you. Andre says, good morning, Brick Babe. Like the hair.
Thank you. Yeah, no ponytail.
I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't sure if, Andre there's like a little inside thing going on there. And then you guys have a lot. Oh, well, yeah, because you were posting at the hairdresser and stuff.
No, Mo was. Oh my God. If you follow my kid, she has me in rollers and everything.
Well, look, hold on, because I'm shocked that you're shocked. Anywhere you bring Mo, what do you think she's not gonna film? She does it all the time. She films everything that you do or takes pictures of everything. So I don't know why you'd be surprised.
Embarrassing stuff, like
surprise,
which is the best content.
Surprise.
Yeah, we like you when you're all dressed up and fancy, but yeah, sometimes we want to see you with your hair rollers in, man.
Nobody wants to see that.
Well, apparently we all did. So, or at least both of them. Let's see. Hey, Padawan, what's up, brother?
What's up?
Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. One of the UK boys over there. Definitely go check them out. As a matter of fact, you guys will be on later today, if I'm not mistaken, right? But yeah, go check out the UK boys, man. They're awesome. Definitely a big part of the Girth Gang as well. He's so funny, man. Look at him. He's so funny, man. I know you don't mean that, brother. I know you don't mean that. I know you love your country. It's the way we get our Lego sometimes. He's like, I need me a Walmart and Target. Hobby Hooligan, what's up? What's up? Brickin' in the USA. What's happening? Glad to see you, my friends. Thank you for being here. All right. Let's talk about etiquette.
Ooh,
Starting off with being late to a stream is never good.
very
Nor
true.
is ending a stream.
Very true.
Oh, these things happen. These things happen.
We already have
But that would be stream etiquette, and
Yeah.
but we're going to talk about Lego community etiquette. So look, there's a few things, like I said, that are more subjective. Some things that I might think is bad etiquette, and you might not really care about. You know what I mean? For instance, we'll go ahead and start talking about a few things. All right. I don't think it's good etiquette to go into somebody's stream and start self-promoting yourself. Okay. Now, most YouTubers don't like that. Some don't care. And then there's some like me that I don't want you to just do it. But if you were to ask me about it, generally I'll be okay with it. Like I'll let you do it once, but you're not going to sit there and spam and spam and spam. That's go make your own channel and do it. You know what I mean?
You're
Like
talking about in the
us.
chat or as a
Yeah.
guest?
No. If you're a guest, I mean, we're going to give you that opportunity anyways. You know what I mean? Because that would be bad streaming etiquette if we had let our guests promote their stuff. And if anything, if they already have a show, we should at least be acknowledging it or maybe announcing it anyways. But yeah, jumping into somebody's chat in their stream, you know what I mean? And being like, sub to me, sub for sub, like my butt. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Sounds very personal. Did this happen?
Have you seen my last post? Some of you
Like hashtag like my butt.
Look at it. No, I'm just kidding.
Have you ever seen the moon so close, buddy?
Where we say Brick Babe?
This is not proper Lego etiquette. Right here.
No, I was saying some people say, hey, go check out my last stream and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, don't redirect anybody from the topic or the stream that's taking place.
Yeah. So I guess even a reply to that would be good stream etiquette or good Lego community etiquette, whatever, would be to kick them off the stream.
Yeah.
If they're going to do stuff like that. I mean, look, it's what I'm talking about is mainly specifically tied to obviously Lego community etiquette, jump into somebody's stream, but this is also can be applied in the world in general. Yep. You don't insert yourself into other people's things and then go me. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Like, that's rude.
I think
go make your own stream and go say me. You know what I mean?
But I think there are also circumstances where I think some people can't read the room. Like there are times where it's okay, it's lighthearted, it's fun, and it's okay to kind of say a little something. But I think one of the biggest problems is people can't read the room.
You talking about they're trying to be lighthearted and fun about self-promotion?
Like etiquette, even sometimes jokes in the chat can really be disruptive. I've had to see it on MMO. It's not a comedy show.
Well, look, and so obviously I feel like the chat here knows most of the stuff that we're talking about anyways. But that's a good example also. All right. So look, most of you, because Good Morning Brick World's on my channel. So most of you, I don't know if I say most, but it's a lot of you also watch Pure Rant Fury. Okay. And you guys all know things you can say in Pure Rant Fury chat I'm not going to care about. But if you say the same thing in this chat, I'm going to kick you out faster than you think. Okay.
Goodbye now.
Because Pure Rant Fury is clearly a different stream, a different vibe, different language. You know what I mean? Good Morning Brick World is for families. It's not a little kiddie show, but it's not for adults. You know what I mean? It's for families. So that way you can sit here and watch this and not worry about, your kids in the background or your family in the background hearing something like vulgar or disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, I know once in a while we might say a curse word by accident, or once in a while, mainly me, our topics can get a little spicy, but we make sure we keep it reeled in on this show. So that's a really good example. Yes. It's good and important to read the room. Some jokes aren't going to fly the same way they're going to fly in other chats. You know what I mean? And even stuff, know who's streaming. Some people have a much wider sense of humor about stuff, or they're okay, they're cool. They're not going to be like freaking out or offended if you say something kind of, whatever, a little on the edge. Obviously there's some lines that you don't cross, but so yeah. jokes, certain comments, you know, read the room. That's and it's, again, like I said, a lot of these are kind of subjective. It's not just about Lego community, even though that's what we're talking about, but you know, some things are going to be different and acceptable compared to other people, you know. By the way, I saw Coop out there. What's up, Coop? Yo,
What's up?
Hobby Hooligan said hello to Babe and Drew.
Yo.
Let's see here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Stud Lake. I'm pretty sure I said hi to Stud Lake, but in case I didn't, good morning. King Oldendorf. Good morning, Brick World. What's up? What's going on? What if I'm about to sing me? Well, as long as you sing it, you'll be all right. Said me. All right, anyways.
In the mirror, right? But okay, so Sidious just did it right. Just what we were talking about. So we're on subject and we're talking about reading the room. He made a joke about we didn't watch the Reading Rainbow. And then it was like, hey, at Brick Babe, definitely check out the Reading Rainbow documentary on Netflix. You'll love it. It's great. It's about the topic. He didn't say, hey, check out my new designs. Check out what I'm doing for.
Right. Yeah, that's a different type of promotion. And especially if you're promoting that's something that's relevant to the topic that we're talking about, because not only are you engaging, and not just engaging, but engaging in good faith, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But dude, you're bringing something to the table that's going to elevate our conversation even more. And if we don't know you very well, like clearly we know Sidious, you know, I mean, I know Sidious for years. He's like a brother to me. But if we didn't know you very well, we'd be like, man, thank you. And dude, you're going to be pulled in even more and faster and closer because we're like, yeah, we like you out there. You know what I mean? And if anything, you just get praised because we're all about praise. I mean, look, I complain more than anybody probably in the community. You know what I mean? So, but I also praise and compliment. I don't know if anybody more in the community, but I do it a lot. And as it should, I feel like people need to hear that stuff, man. Not kiss your butt, but if you did something good, man, yeah, dude, it's a good thing to hear some good replies or whatever about that. You know what I mean? By the way, Brick and Brew, what's up? Good morning.
Some of us have to check our egos. Like even with me, I mean, we're not hypocrites. I DM'd Hive. I said, hey, it's my 1-year anniversary. Can I put it in there? It's like even us on the show, there's still, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's why etiquette's so important because it matters in all these different like so for Good Morning Brick World, for us three, we have our own etiquette. Like I'm not gonna just, and you guys already know this, I've talked about this in the past, but I'm not gonna just bring anybody new on the show and not go over it with Drew and Brick Babe and make sure they're okay with it. Even a subject. Like I'll pick subjects, but it's not like they're final until we all decide like they're okay, we want to talk about that. It's a give and take and it's a relationship. You know what I mean? Mod Mom, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. So let's talk about a couple other things that I thought was kind of interesting. So one, and again, this could be subjective, and I'm not going to put any names out there, but I see a lot of skin being shown out there. Now, some of it is in some very
my bad,
clear
guys.
gray area. Okay, so it's hard to say, like, are they doing that on purpose or is it just they're just doing that? You know what I mean? But then there's some other ones, and I brought this up on Pure Rant Fury. I brought up an example of, and there's not as many, but there's some of them that are clearly using sex and to draw A-falls, T-falls in and stuff like that. And it's like, look, I'm not a prude. If you want to have that kind of stuff, then go make an OnlyFans on your own, whatever. Don't bring that into the Lego community. So to me, trying to use your body, you know what I mean, as content, you know what I mean, in the Lego community, I just think that's bad etiquette. People can have different opinions on it. Huh?
It's not just that. I think one of the things that we're starting to see with more women coming into the space, and guys do it too, but I've seen it with more ladies, is Lego is becoming the clickbait. It's about you. You know, it's not about Lego. You don't have a Lego page. You have a page about you, and Lego just happens to be the clickbait in the Lego community to get people to look at you.
Yeah, well, that's going to be another subject we're going to talk about too. That's a little bit broader, because Lego,
Brick
the
has
Lego
said
community
he put his shirt on.
is there's different factions of the Lego community that are going in a very, very narcissistic place, in my opinion, man. I mean, where it's more about you, and the Lego is just like, you know, a part of it. It's not like your stuff is about Lego and you're a part of it. So, and look, and that could be, I'm not gonna say that's wrong. You know, I don't know. Some of this stuff doesn't have right or wrong answers. Again, a lot of this stuff is just subjective on how we might feel, how I might feel, or how Brickbabe might feel, or how you in the community might feel. But it's just, I want to talk about stuff. I like to talk. I like to communicate about things. You know what I mean? Whether they're relevant, not relevant, whether they're important, not important, whether I think it's a big deal or you think it's a big deal. I just feel like people in general don't communicate enough about stuff. It's not just about us having a topic or conversation on the show. I try and pick out things that we can talk about that are really relevant to the community. That's not just like, hey, it's a new set. You know what I mean? Like we talk about that on the news or whatever. But as far as the topics go, I like to get a little more involved in conversations that, you know, aren't normally talked about per se. So when it comes to the body stuff or the narcissistic stuff per se, yeah, I mean, you can obviously do whatever you want. But I don't know where some of the stuff is going to lead to eventually. You know what I mean?
But it's a fine line. So there are times like last year, I don't know if people remember that, because I don't want to seem like I'm up here putting anybody down. Last year, Mo bought me a dress for my birthday. I went live. The dress was something I would never buy. I was very revealing. I'm not on a stream building in like a sports bra or something. I was out with my daughter. You know, we do Lego together, just shared the fact she had gotten it. It was like a 5-minute live and that's it. But I'm not building. It's not a daily thing. I think it's the daily thing, Hive, and not like a.
Well, yeah, I bring up a lot because on the Period Fury stream once, I brought up about like people and their selfies, right? And you know, I was like ranting about it, and so many people got triggered. Even my own kid. My own kid came up to me and was like, "Dad, was that about me?" And I was like, "I don't know. Do you take a picture of yourself every single day and post it?" She's like, "I tried to think about it." You know, I was like, she's like, "No." And I was like, "No, it's not about you then." Look, it's about balance, in my opinion. And again, people can do whatever they want. You know what I mean? And it's not about taking some pictures. That's not what I meant. I meant like, if you just can't not look at yourself online, you know what I mean? For like, I don't understand. Like sometimes it's fine. It just seems like some people do it almost like every single. Some do it to the point so much that I've had to like mute them. You know, like I don't block them. I just muted some of the stuff. But I thought it was funny, Brick in the USA. I'll keep my shirt on for the next flex, bro.
Look, flex last Friday was good.
and the body thing is, like I said, the reason why it's kind of a gray area is because, again, some of it's clear. Like, okay, you're clearly like the one I had on Pure Fury. Like that lady clearly is using her body to try and pull people in. You know what I mean? To her Instagram and then to her OnlyFans and stuff like that. Okay, some of it though, yeah, I don't know. Like for instance, even there's a couple guys out there that I admire a lot. You know what I mean? And I think they're great. I'm not going to give anybody's names. I'm not trying to target anybody. I don't want anybody going after anybody. But one of them works out a lot. I mean, dude's buff. Like I look at him, I admire him, man. I'm like, dang, dude, I wish I looked like that. You know what I mean? But he's not like ripping his clothes off and putting oil on his body. You know what I mean? And like he's just showing himself and working out. But yeah, I mean,
in the Lego community,
you can tell he's a good looking dude. Like he's built, you know. So, but I don't think that's him using his body to pull in views or nothing like that. That's just him working out, posting a video. You know what I mean?
You
like
follow him?
I don't know. I'd have to like look. But then there's some people like, I'm like, dude, you're not working out. It's like you're just like, I don't know. And again, this isn't like body shaming kind of thing. It's not that. Like I said, I'm not a prude. It's about what I think is appropriate for a Lego community, because yes, it's full of A-falls and T-falls, but guess what else it's full of? Children. Okay. And a lot of these people that I'm talking about, they have a big following. So I'm quite certain, you know, they have kids following them. You know what I mean? So, and even if you don't have kids following you, there's an algorithm. If you're in the Lego community and Instagram, yeah, there's a good chance, you know. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's not even about like, oh, they're gonna see something that they shouldn't. It's not even really about that, because I don't think anybody's showing any nudity or nothing. But it's just about it's unnecessary. It's not part of the subject, you know. What's up?
There is one person who is using Lego with their OF.
I'm sure there's probably more than one.
There are a few. There's a topless. Somebody builds topless.
Wow.
But
Okay.
she says it. No, she says it. Now that one, it's not like she's on in IG. It's popping up on our feed. She says, "Hey, this is what I do." Anybody who tells me who I am, you gotta respect
it's different if there's a clear cut, just like Pure and Fury, man. You know what I mean? Like I make sure there's 3 different disclaimers, you know, on the title, the thumbnail. I say it right in the beginning of the stream, and it's in the description. You know what I mean? So that way people know, like, this is a vulgar stream. You know what I mean? So if you do topless Lego building, I'm sure there's a lot of guys that want to see that, or girls, you know, whatever. But just make sure you're very clear about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like if it's on Instagram, I don't think you're going to be able to get away from the algorithm. I feel like that's even like on YouTube as well. But I feel like if it's topless, YouTube's not going to allow it anyways. That would be on, like, where is this? Is it OnlyFans?
There is an OnlyFans.
No, but it's what you guys are just talking about. Where are they doing this? On YouTube?
Oh, on OnlyFans.
You've talked about this.
All right, that's different. Okay. Oh, all right then. Okay,
but
yeah.
She
so
people to her OnlyFans.
But yeah, but it's the whole path getting there, right? I don't know. It's complicated, I guess. I don't know. And Studlake says it's tricky because it's a creator's job to sell themselves verbally, physically, intellectually. Everyone has their lines. They will and will not cross on both creator and viewer side. Yes. And again, I want to make sure this is not an easy thing to clarify. And it's not just like because, oh, I'm not a prude. It's because I don't know where the lines should be drawn at certain things, you know, because we have freedoms. I don't necessarily want kids to be able to like just wander in and, you know.
And we're not just talking about skin. Let's be very specific.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Sexually overt content. I can show skin. I can have something local, but it's the grinding. It's the. I've even seen people put their hands down their
presenting
pants.
it too.
Yeah, I've seen some people put the camera right at their behind and put their hands down their pants and do God knows what. I mean, it's just like.
No, I'm just kidding.
Just be mindful, and you know, like it was a big thing. I'm a 70s baby, but I was a 90s teen kid. And it was at that time where the sports people was, I'm not a role model for your kids. I'm not this. It was back and forth. Like, are you being a good role model? And it's when you're a public figure, that's just it. Manage your public persona, you know, as best you can. Mom and Mo. Okay. Instance, even for me, the Mom and Mo show, it was a very free for all, just us gathering at 9 o'clock. It was a very adult show. But now that we have the camp, we have a Mom and Mo camp. I can't do that anymore because I feel a responsibility to the parents and the kids. I don't want anybody saying, oh no, you know, it's not that I'm not grown, but oh, this is my kid, you know, my kid's teacher and my kid may run across this. So we've even had to change the format of that. So it's not skin, it's just even what you say.
All right. Yeah. And that's also kind of an addendum to what we were just talking about, because it's not just what you show, it's what you say. And as an example of that. So, by the way, real quick, my Bricks and me, what's up? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh, Washington State. Yeah, that's a total different time frame.
That's another good point, Hive. I'm sorry, it's so many good points.
Yeah. So, like, I can attest to the what you say part. Because again, I on my Pure and Fury stream, you know, again, that's why I put these disclaimers up, because I don't hold back on stuff. You know what I mean? I give my pure, raw, uncut, unfiltered opinion about things, man. And some people can't handle that. And sometimes it sounds very offensive to some people. So it's, to me, having good etiquette is to make sure people are aware of what they're walking into. You know what I mean? Because that would be rude of me to not say something and you guys just stroll in, you know what I mean? And be like, oh, yeah. you know, and even if you're not offended, you know, at least you know, if you strolled in, like there's a good chance if you got a kid behind you, they're gonna hear something. You know what I mean? Because yeah, if you do a shot every time it's drop an F-bomb on that stream, dude, you'll be wasted in 3 minutes. I can promise you that. So again, good etiquette is also just about making sure if you do something that you make other people aware of it.
Yes. Disclaimers.
You know, disclaimers is important. Yes.
But Hive just did something that's, like I said, so many points today. Don't let people come in your stream and you don't greet them. Hive stops what he's doing all the time to greet people. You don't not speak. And I see that sometimes you come in a stream and we're ignoring the chat. We're just talking to everybody. Yeah, we're not reading all the comments because we're in the middle of a conversation, but we're not ignoring the chat. But some people, it's just you come in and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, like they don't acknowledge the chat's not a part. They don't say hello. And I think it's good etiquette, especially if you're on the stream. People don't have to watch. If somebody comes in your stream, hey, what's up? Thank you for being here. Hello. You know, how are you?
Yeah.
I just think that's important too. I think the other thing we can say for etiquette is just respect. Just respect for self, respect for community.
That's a big one too. And I've really gone off a couple times about the lack of respect that some creators, I'm not even gonna talk about the viewers, but that some creators have for their viewers. Whether it's something like there are some of them out there that won't acknowledge you unless you do a super chat. Like, look, if you're really big, I understand you can't keep up with the chat. It's impossible. You'd be dumb to try and think that some bigger creator could do that. You know what I mean? But to just not acknowledge anybody unless they give you a super chat, you know, it's fine. It's your stream, and if people like your stuff enough that, and you're bigger, just bigger than life or whatever, then that's different. You know what I mean? But there are a lot of big YouTubers I see that, yeah, they can't keep up with everybody, but they'll still acknowledge somebody in the chat. Doesn't matter if they pay or not. I mean, no, they'll definitely acknowledge you if you pay. That's right. You know what I mean? If somebody pays, you should definitely acknowledge that. That's monetary, but it doesn't mean that you can't say hello to other people. You know, another thing that I've talked about lately, and this has gone mainly to LAN, about how completely disrespectful it is to promote stuff like buying another tower to make the tower part bigger. You know, when Lego was pushing that, and then there was a bunch of LAN members that were like clapping like seals, trying to say like, yeah, it's a good idea. That to me is so disrespectful to your viewers. I don't know how anybody can still watch any of them. You know what I mean? It's one thing about, like I said, the super chat stuff. If you just like them so much that you're like, look, I understand they're just going to just acknowledge people that pay money or whatever. Okay. But then for them to just say that stuff to you about like, yeah, buy another one. Like, it's such a great idea. Like, I just don't know how anybody can still watch them. You know what I mean? Because that is just blatant, just disrespect, in my opinion. And that, in my opinion, is very bad Lego community etiquette. That is shilling. So that's really the part that I agree about as far as, you know, how you present yourself to the community on the creator side. You know, just like I tell all you guys all the time about, like, the monetary stuff is so important. Don't get me wrong. It helps keep this channel afloat. It helps me pay for StreamYard. It helps me do a lot of stuff. Helps me buy stuff to give stuff away. But your guys' time is the most important thing that you give to me, because you don't get that back. You know what I mean? You don't make more time. And that's why I get so mad when other creators or whatever just take your time and just whatever with it. You know, they take it so much for granted. Because you're not wasting our time. Like, you know what I mean?
We're gonna be here.
Like, yeah, we're here. You know what I mean? So it's even like, yeah, but we can totally waste your guys' time. Like, that's not cool. So, but that's some more etiquette that I think is important. Just respect for you guys. You know, obviously there's respect that you guys can do for creators as well, but I just think as creators, it's very important to give you guys that respect. Jude, what's up? How you doing?
The comments, I think sometimes, so even when you post, here's the other thing. like I've said, this is a great area too, because some people do post things for content. So I get it. If it goes in line with your content, we completely get it. But if someone makes a post you don't like, you have an opinion about it, it's okay not to comment. It's okay to keep going. Sometimes we put offensive and disrespectful comments under somebody's post. Or here's the biggest thing. We all build at different levels. We all do Lego differently. And just because someone does Lego differently than you comment or you put them down. Somebody may collect figs and not ever mock, but it's this mockers versus set builders thing too. It's
that's another good point about etiquette as well. So, and this is something I've seen, not with everybody, and I don't know how. I don't feel like it's extremely prevalent, but it's definitely out there.
It can be offensive,
and I think the reason it's not as prevalent as it is because there's a lot of mock builders that really look down on people that just build sets and just buy like the IPs and stuff like that, because in their eyes, they think that you're not really utilizing Lego the way it really should be utilized, using your imagination and building stuff that you want to build. All you're doing is just looking at instructions and building a Harry Potter set. You know what I mean? But what they don't seem to realize is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody Legos differently. And if you enjoy building a Harry Potter set, and it's just whether you don't have the time, money, or it's just hard to try and you might look, being a mock builder, you're an artist. Okay. You're an artist. It doesn't mean that I can't build a mock either or brick, but we might not be able to build it to the extent that you can. Just like when I draw, there's a lot of people that can't draw to the extent that I can. You know what I mean? Mock building is not easy. Now, if you want to just build a square building with no details, that's not that difficult. But when you start want to getting intricate into it, it's not easy to do. And it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of money. You know what I mean? And some people don't have those things, or they just don't want to mock. And that is just fine. You know what I mean? But there is definitely some people in the community that just look down on these other people that just want to build sets. You know what I mean? And you know what? You don't like it? Then complain to Lego. Tell them to stop making the stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to say about that. But that is definitely something I have noticed. And again, I don't feel like that's very good etiquette. It's not very nice. You know, as we all know, just building a set from instructions is very calming. It doesn't, you know, it's just relaxing. It's like meditation, because I know mock building is not like that. I mean, maybe for some people, but like you gotta think, you know what I mean? You gotta try and put stuff together before it's even together. Now, I think some people, it's a little easier if they use like, was it Studio? But I feel like even Studio, you still got to think about whatever part you're going to put in there. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Bring USA said, well said, Brick Baby, don't have to like and comment on everything. It's not always made for you. Yeah, so that's another thing too. Yeah, like what she was saying. It's good etiquette just to not even say anything sometimes, man.
Yeah, like even if we see something, so let's say I see something really booby, and like we were talking about, it's using Lego's trap bait. I don't have to go and say, put your clothes on, you know, slut or something like that. That's crossing the line. That's offensive. If you don't like it, keep it moving, unfollow the person, mute them, but don't disrespect that person, because like we said, there's a point and place for it. We don't want the response to bad etiquette or being it's almost like we're neighbors. It's almost like we're in this community. It's like the Lego community is one big apartment building. So just remember, you have neighbors to your left, your right, above you that may not care for some of the things you do. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, but like a good neighbor, sometimes you just gotta keep it scrolling. How you doing? You looking nice today. You don't have to say what you feel all the time. And that's a problem, especially for Hive and I, because we like to say what's on our minds.
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to, this was in the Facebook days, you know, before I was on YouTube and stuff all the time. But like, I used to just
MySpace.
I used to just go in people's stuff all the time, just like comment, argue with them about stuff, you know, debate, whatever. Eventually, man, I started learning like most people, you're not going to change their opinion anyways. It's all it was doing was just like, just wasting my time and whatever. So occasionally, yeah, I'll still speak up about some stuff, but for the most part, man, I'm like, whatever, man, you know. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it doesn't do any good. And this is really part of the etiquette part, but I do find it hilarious sometimes when people just love to complain about people complaining. I'm like, dude, what are you doing right now?
Complaining about complainers.
I was like, now I could complain about you complaining. We just keep going around in circles, man. It's a never-ending cycle. By the way, Roxy, I saw you were asking about the tower stuff. You didn't know what I was talking about. So the barn door tower, the Lego or the Lord of the Rings tower. Lego was trying to promote about if you buy 2 of them, you can make the tower part larger. But of course, they don't tell you like what to do with all the extra pieces and the extra figs. You know what I mean? But yeah, there were some land members like, yeah, look, you could do blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, whatever. I mean, and I mentioned the other night when I was talking about it that I've already liked Drewbrickz. A lot of people do, obviously. He's a big YouTuber, you know, a big person in the Lego community. But I had so much more, even more respect for him because like he put out a statement saying when he reviewed that tower, like he didn't even bring that up for a reason. And he said that was one of the most tone-deaf things that you could imagine. Like you spend almost $500 on that thing and they're like, yeah, buy another one. And you could like, come on, man.
Make it better.
Like, dude, it is so the level. I cannot get over that one, even for Lego, that Lego would sit there and try and promote that. You know what I mean? When they own Bricklink. And they could be like, hey, if you guys want to go on, here's the part list. If you want to add on an extra whatever to that tower, not spend another $460 on like, and then for, like I said, the land members to just promote that and say like how great that is. I just cannot understand how people have any respect left for those people at all. I mean,
what about the land members who acted like they had the barn door set when they used the old set before?
No, I didn't know about that. Are you serious? I didn't know about that, man.
The people who didn't get it, they acted like they kind of did. They're like, they kind of went on the hype train of like, there's a lot of hype behind. Everyone wants to see it in person, the whole 9 thing. But they used the 2014, the other tower, not that one exactly, but they played along with it. I was like, really?
Well, so there's a couple more things I wanted to go over with this Lego etiquette thing. I don't know if we'll get to all of it. So the other one was about land. And a lot of people probably either A, think I'm bringing up land just because of my feelings about land, or B, I'm bringing up land because whatever, you know. But no, I mean, this has been brought up to me by a couple different people. You know, when I've been speaking to people about eventually talking about Lego etiquette in space and stuff like that, because obviously we're not talking about all land members. I'm talking about land, not land members. Okay. Like, I don't have nothing. I've mentioned this a billion times. I don't like some land members because I don't like them. It has nothing to do with land, okay? Because I love a lot of people that's in land. There's people in land that are my friends. One of my favorite people in the world just got in land, Shy. Okay, just want to make sure everybody knew I was talking about Shy, not that King Katie chick. Okay. So, anyways. So it has nothing to do with them, but yes. The reason why land was brought up about etiquette is because it's just something that Brick in the USA just said. Yeah, blindly pushing everything Lego does is a disservice to your followers. And I feel like it's really not good for the community. Now, there are some land members, not hardcore about it, but there are some that do put up a little fight sometimes. They definitely bring up some discrepancies or complaints. And I'm very curious to see what certain other ones are going to do with these positions and stuff. But yeah, it's something that has been brought up before. And I know it sounds like a weird thing because, you know, they're supposed to be the pillars of the community, so to speak, in a way, you know what I mean? Representing Lego and all that. Lady Me Brick, I don't know if I said hi to you or not, but hello.
She made a comment. She rarely makes a comment. So,
which is the mock building wouldn't be impressive if everyone could do it. That's kind of like it. Nobody would be super if everybody was super, right? It would be if everybody could do it. I like the ability of being able to breathe. Everyone should be able to do whatever they like. It's our Lego. We own it. It's on us to decide. Amen.
Facts.
Amen. I mean, look, even if you just can't help it, because look, sometimes you can't help feelings. Okay. Sometimes you feel a certain way. You can't help it. You could say like, oh, I don't want to feel like that, but that's how you feel. So if you're a mock builder and you're sweating, man, you're building mocks and you're trying and you're doing everything you can. And you look at a lot of other people and you're like, man, I don't agree with that, blah, blah. That's fine. Like you're entitled to your opinions. You're entitled to how you feel, whether other people agree with it or not. Even if whether it's right or wrong, you have the right to feel however you want to feel. But it doesn't give you the right to go crap on somebody because you don't like how they Lego. You know what I mean? Like that's uncalled for. That's absolutely ridiculous. So yes, definitely Lego how you want to Lego, dude. And even
play rules.
Well, and even in Lego world, like even in the mock world, some people mock mosaics. Some people mock buildings. Some people mock, I don't even know what you'd call it. Some people mock like Moto. You know what I mean? Like Bearded Bricks, that man can build castles like I've never seen anything almost. You know what I mean? But I know he can also build all kinds of other stuff. Look, there's different things that people like to do, and some people do it differently. And that's a beautiful thing, man. Just think how boring it would be if everybody was doing the same thing, man. That's like when people in general, like I think how boring the world would be if everybody looked alike and just did everything alike. We didn't have different cultures and different things we can pull from and learn from each other. Like how boring would that world be? Anyways, Shy.
Shy spreading the love.
Oh man, Shy's so great, man. I hate how great Shy is because then it seems like I'm just kissing his ass all the time. I hate it. Anyways, old man in the bricks, listening to the whole show today. You guys are helping me on the drive back home to Indiana from Minnesota. 12-hour haul.
Buddy.
Dang, that's a long drive. But old man in the bricks, I'm glad that we can at least help you on that drive.
Yeah,
Driving's tough, man. Driving long distances. I drove from Key West, Florida, man, to northern Michigan.
Oof.
What?
Yeah, man.
That's like 16 hours, right? 16, 18.
It took me longer, 16.
I was like more like 20 some.
20, yeah.
But yeah, it was rough, man. Driving long distances are just really, I don't think I can do it really anymore. Luckily, Mrs. Hive, she likes to drive, so I'll help her out when we go long distances. But luckily, she'll just, I don't know. I start getting tired. You start seeing those lines on the road, you know. Anyways, huh?
Road fatigue, or like you get hypnotized, something like
that. Oh my gosh, man. Like I remember when I lived up north, like northern Michigan, it took like an hour or whatever to drive anywhere. So like when I leave work, I'd be like an hour drive home. And I remember at night when it'd be snowing, and you know, snow looks like all the stars, like you're going on damn fake Star Wars fan. I can't. I know it's not Warp Drive, that's Star Trek.
Can I bring up another? It's a. I think it's a touchy area as far as etiquette. So if I'm out of line and you want to pass it over, let me know, Hive.
No, sorry, you know me, I'm all about Philly touchy.
Well, guys, this is for the guys. I don't see this as much as the ladies, but guys, a lot of ladies and us in this community, we talk to each other. There are some men who are in everybody's DMs.
Oh, that's something. Yes.
Brother, I have been a victim of it. You're in my DMs, you're in somebody else's DMs, or you're misrepresenting yourself. If you're a married man, you know you're married. Don't say you're divorced or you don't have when your wife is at home and she's showing up at events and things as your wife because you live together. Don't do that. Now, there's some people who don't mind dating married folks or meeting married people. They may be married. Come say that, but don't tell people you're one thing, and then when they find out and say, hey, watch out for this guy, then you badmouth that woman when you're in her DMs, you're in this person's DMs. So guys, we talk to each other.
Okay, well, something a little more broader than that too. And I'm glad you brought that up. This was definitely something I wanted to bring up.
I've been a victim to it. I'm telling my story.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, and it's kind of similar too. And let's see, we got about 9 minutes left. So, this will be the last thing we probably talk about with etiquette. Look, I'm going to say this as nicely and politely as I possibly can. Okay. Guys, stop simping for all the female Lego YouTubers. Cut it out. I'm not talking about like legit conversation. Okay. I'm talking like you guys kissing their ass because you think that they're going to like you or something. Cut it out. I mean, because one, they might be nice about it, but trust me, man, it's harassment. Stop harassing these girls, okay? 2, it makes you look really dumb. It makes you look really bad.
It doesn't make you look like a man.
It makes you look like you're trying to make this community a damn dating website. Cut it out, dude. Like, I just don't understand, man. Stop it. Like,
and there's nothing wrong with that. I would like to meet an AFOL. It's nothing wrong with that. It's just don't be in my DMs and be in Jane's DMs and
anything.
Becky's DMs.
If anything, women, can you all simp to us a little more or something? Like,
you're nice looking, Hive. I'm loving that hat.
Hive, check your
just playing,
DMs.
man.
I just slid right into that bad boy of
I'm
yours.
just playing. Look. I need people to understand. I'm not talking about having a normal conversation. I'm not talking about if they make a mock that's awesome and you compliment it. Look, there's some of you out there. It's real obvious. It's real obvious. Like you're being a little extra on stuff. They're not going home, okay, with you. So just let it go. Go to the library, go to church, go somewhere and meet a nice girl, okay? Or a guy if that's what you want. But whatever. Just stop simping on all these girls, man. And again, it doesn't really help, I guess. God, I don't know where the correlation might stop or end or where something might be bad or good, but I feel like some of them, if you're showing certain things, man, it's like a magnet. Like I feel like a lot of these young men, boys, are just not gonna be able to help themselves.
Nope.
Didn't someone make a video about this like a few years ago?
Sans, I made one.
Yeah.
When
I laughed so hard.
And like I remember I laughed too because I said something to Holly. I said like hello, and Sans like put me in his video too, man. I was like, God damn.
Simp.
I was like,
You were
which and I
simping?
thought it was ironic. It was ironic because then Sans became like friends with her, and you said all kinds of, in my opinion, simpy things to her. But it doesn't matter, man. It was just the point was, yeah, that was him that made that video. What were you gonna say, Lenny?
Oh no, I was like, you were simping. Yes, I don't think there's anything wrong with the meeting, and because you can have a single person there. I think people should meet in the community, especially if you have my thing is just be intentional about that person, be genuine, don't be a hoe. I'm saying
We're
don't
talking
be
about a
my
garden
DM.
tool. That's so we can get away with that word.
Okay, I'm talking about don't talk about my DMs and the next person's DMs and the next person. We're talking. I've even had a situation come on where somebody's husband came on a live and was like, they were talking about a Lego match. They were like, could they stop trying to fly my wife out when they're and all this type of. I mean, it's like they're in everybody's DMs.
Yeah, look,
It's like guys don't do that. That's really not cool.
Look, I'm a firm believer in equality. Okay, and
just
I can
shoot
tell
me
you
at
from
an
my
AK,
own
shoot
experience. Well, I can tell you from my own experience growing up. You know what I mean? Being at least a semi-attractive looking guy, and also me being up until about 10 years ago, I was a pretty passive guy. Right, so a lot of women found out as soon as like they could like pull my strings and stuff. Yeah, I've had been harassed by tons of women. Okay, however, that probably doesn't even compare to just probably one woman's DMs with creepy guys or girls. I'm sure there's creepy girls out there that like other girls. Yeah, I couldn't imagine the amount of, because if you see them out in the public chat, I couldn't imagine like some of the dumb stuff, man, that these guys that think they're probably all that, man, like DMing you guys or the ladies. I just couldn't imagine.
We're talking to each other, guys, so we know.
Well,
they know.
Look, I can tell you this, for a lot of guys, when it comes to women, they don't think very much. Like they're not thinking straight. I can tell you that right now. Let's see here real quick. Let's go on the chat. Got to have a good co-pilot to keep you awake on long drives. Yeah, dude. And actually, I'm sure a lot of you might know this, but if you're traveling long distances, another reason why it's good to have somebody with you is if you talk, the time just goes really fast, and you'll be there before you know it. Hive dropping bombs. City, I listened to Irritate all day, right? Southern Brick Guy says Lego simp, say it ain't so. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm saying it is so. Mayo says I don't simp for girls. I respect their build skills. Humans are not objects. Lego bricks are. That's a good
Get it, Mayo.
Yeah, you go, Mayo. And look, like I said, conversation's different. And look, a lot of it goes back to reading the room as well. And for guys, that can be very difficult because I'm sorry, a lot of women don't make it easy to read them. You know what I mean? But if you feel like maybe there is a connection, I'm not saying like, maybe, probably the best thing to do is if you really feel like maybe you are starting to talk to somebody, like getting more friendly, like you can maybe feel some, like say, hey, maybe, we can meet at Brick World or something, you know what I mean? In a nice safe space where there's plenty of other people. And I don't know. I'm not saying it's impossible for people
Don't
to
DM 10
meet,
other women. Maybe we can meet at Brick World. That's my problem.
but I'm not saying it's impossible, obviously, to find a relationship in the Lego world. If anything, you would think that it would kind of make sense, right? Two people that are into the same thing.
Tell them to meet them at Brick World. They'll all show up.
They do.
Well, everybody, watch out for Drew's milkshakes, dude, because
they don't lie.
To the yard, right? Anyways, Brickett says I'll get out your DMs, Hives. Yeah, man, messages you've been sending me. I'm just kidding. Look at sorry, I'll come back. Yeah, dude, I love all you guys. You guys make such the most fun comments. I swear. A Lego dating site would be amazing. It would be a very buildable relationship, right?
There is a Lego dating group on Facebook.
That shouldn't surprise me.
They were a part of that, hitting everybody up. They still are. They were. It's like, what you in here for?
I wonder what the guy to girl ratio is in the Lego dating website.
It's pretty equal. It's pretty equal. It's not like more females than males. It's a.
Let's see here. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat real quick, because I know we're about out of time. All right, yeah. So that was what we wanted to go over Lego etiquette today. We wanted to talk about just manners, being polite,
respect.
Respect. There was a couple other things I didn't really get into that I did have on the list. One was like trolls. I don't really count trolls as part of the Lego etiquette part because they're trolls.
They
shouldn't be in the community anyways, whether they got good etiquette or not. So that's why I didn't really get to them. But yeah, that was really about. Oh, and the other thing I was going to get into a little bit more since Roxy had brought it up was Doc, because that was complex. It's when you talk about Lego etiquette, okay? Because it's hard to explain. But anybody that knew Doc knew that he had no problems poking fun at people. Okay, he had a particular show, a video type thing about it. So here's where the problem comes in, because we all joke around with each other, and I'll make this quick so we can go. But we all joke around with each other, okay? And sometimes it's hard to know where the line is on some things, okay? Especially when it comes to people you're friends with, them, you know what I mean? Because you could still say something to your friend and it hurt their feelings or whatever, you know what I mean? Depending on the context. Or if they're not familiar enough, maybe they're newer to the group, or maybe just somebody in the stream. So sometimes we say things and we don't think it's a big deal, but maybe somebody else does. And it happens. The problem is, if somebody makes fun of somebody else, where's their heart at? Are they being malicious about it? Is it something that they're like trying to literally be mean and hurt your feelings about? Or is it like, I thought we were cool to joke, you know what I mean? So if you do hurt somebody's feelings or whatever, don't be too egotistical to be like, oh, look, man, I was just joking around. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to hurt your feelings that bad. I thought it was cool. You clearly make fun of people too, Not all the time it works. It didn't work with Doc, but personally, I thought he was being completely unreasonable about the whole situation. I didn't negate his feelings about it, but it wasn't even like the person was making fun of Khan. He was poking fun at the puppet. Okay, so and like I've told many people, a lot of us, we love that puppet. We didn't look as Doc as a puppet. We just looked at him as part of us. In the beginning, it's kind of hard, but once you get to know, he was just part of us. He was part of the group. He was our friend. We loved him. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't see Doc as that. A lot of people see Doc as a puppet. You know what I mean? So it was a very complex situation. But I was going to bring it up a little bit more because it did have to do with etiquette and, but that one was a little bit more difficult. So, all right. Anyways, Lego Longoria, good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Sorry again about.
I got to meet Andrew.
I know. I was trying to, but I just had too much stuff going on because Mrs. Hive she's not here yet. She's still in Michigan. So,
Oh,
Angry Dragon, what's up? All right, everybody. It's been a great show. I appreciate all of you. As always, I can't explain how much it means to us that you guys engage with us in these conversations, that you're not afraid to talk about stuff, to listen to stuff. If you don't agree with us, maybe you tell us, you know what I mean? Like, it's so important, man, that you guys, talk with us and engage. So
somebody answer the poll results really quick.
Oh, yeah, real quick. Yeah, the poll. We got 62. It kept changing on me. 62 votes. 56% of you say yes, the Lego community has good etiquette. 44% say no. And I think at that we'll end it. That was a good. Oh, goodness. All right, everybody. Look, if you need to leave, that's fine. Brick Babe and Drew, if you guys got to go, I get it. I told everybody I was going to do that subscriber giveaway, so we're going to do that real quick. I almost forgot. Thank you, Mayo, for reminding me. All right, everybody. Are you going to be able to stick around, Brick Babe, for a couple minutes?
I was an hour late.
Just for a couple. Drew, if you got to go, I get it, man. I just need Brick Babe to help me keep an eye on the numbers, because I'm going to have to pick a number. Don't pick a number yet until I say go. Don't do it, or because it's not going to count. Okay. Just in case anybody just jumped in. When we start, this is going to be the prize, one of these poly bags. So whoever wins can pick whichever one they want. Okay. And don't do anything until I say go. I'm going to have everybody pick a number between 1 through 50. Okay, go.
I went to the private chat. What's the number? I'm in the private chat.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even pick a dumb number. Here we go.
Okay.
Got it. All right. Okay.
Yeah, let me go back to the regular chat.
All right, here we go. I feel like I should have like the Jeopardy music on in the background. Oh, that one was close. But there it is. Doggone it.
Yours is faster than mine.
Hold on. This is the one I saw. It's 42. I don't know if anybody got it before Will. Hold on. Do you guys see any? So there's Will's.
Yeah, I do see Whiskey. I don't know when he said it. Whiskey said 40.
I'm looking right now because I see I'm right where Will is at. Let me go up.
Rapture at 45. Nope. No one got it out.
Will got it.
Oh yeah. Wayne came later.
Yeah. Dang, man. All right, Will. You won. Congratulations. Which one did you want, brother? And and I'll do another. I'll do another giveaway next Sunday. I bought a whole bunch of these.
Gorilla.
What?
Take the gorilla.
Shoot, I didn't see what Will said.
Didn't said anything. He said yeah so far.
Oh.
Answered everything. It's 42.
Yeah, good call, man. That's why I picked that number, because of if you guys don't know, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I will save on shipping. This is probably it's a poly bag I'm shipping.
He wants the gorilla.
The gorilla? All right. Yeah, a poly bag I'm shipping an hour away from me. That's I guess I lucked out on that one. Just like when I do the bigger giveaways, man, like, look, I'll ship it wherever, you know what I mean? But every time someone in America wins, I'm like, well, at least I save on some shipping. Because like trying to ship that to like Australia, dude, that thing's expensive. But yeah, congratulations. Congratulations, Will.
Congrats, Will.
By the way, those sets are available at Kohl's. Yeah, they are available at Kohl's. All right, everybody. I'm going to do the member outro. Something's wrong with my editing software right now, so I didn't get to make a new one, but I just, used the one from last week. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate you. We will see you guys next Sunday. It's gonna be a fun day Sunday. I promise you that.
Yeah. Oh, that's my birthday, guys. I'll be here working on my birthday.
It's a surprise birthday, by the way. so don't tell Brick Babe. Yeah. Anyways, here is the member outro. What's that?
No, it's not a surprise. I'll be 46.
So silly. Anyways, yeah. So you guys have a good one, and we will see you next week. Peace out.